Brett Hinds from Ford. Brett, first of all, huge congratulations for taking home the Triple Crown for both the Ford F-150 and the Mustang Mach-E. Both vehicles won the Ward's 10 Best Engines and Propulsion Systems, Ward's 10 Best Interiors, and Ward's 10 Best UX awards. We had no one else at this year's conference who won all three for two cars. So what does it mean to the teams who worked on both cars to take home these awards?
It's absolutely really exciting, because it's great to receive that recognition, and we put a lot of effort into designing world-class vehicles that deliver customers or deliver and exceed customers' expectations. So when those things are recognized, it means a lot. There's lots of awards that are for vehicle level or for styling or things like that. But to get an award on powertrain that's selected by powertrain experts is just, it's really exciting. And then when you step back and you see the competitors who are, in their own rights, world-class competitors, and you're selected above them, it really feels good. It gives you an external recognition that you've done a good job, that all those hours and hours and hours and details that you've paid attention to, somebody really pays attention to them and acknowledges the great work that's been done by the team. So it's like getting an A on your report card at the end of the year.
That is a good point. A on the report card. Yeah, two A's, two A pluses, and the cars were on site. They looked amazing, and just going inside and looking at everything. But further than that, you were saying the powertrain, people who are looking at the more technical details of the car than the overall look and kind of how the car runs. It's a huge deal, and to get that for two cars affords, it's congratulations. I'm so excited for you guys. And we
Well,
did
we were
have
definitely
some of
excited.
Oh, yes. And
We
we
were
did have
definitely
some of your
excited.
team that was there excited on site too. Yeah, your team was there. Um, what does it mean for Ford? What's going on? What do you guys like most about the return to in-person events, and what are you looking forward to as we get back into that?
Well, it was funny because the event was actually the first time some people had seen each other in over 18 months because we've been working remotely. The one gentleman made a comment, it was good to see people in 3D finally. And it was funny because, like I said, some of the Ford team members hadn't actually talked to each other or seen physically in that amount of time. So getting back together, catching up, being able to have networking level conversations. That's really the power of those events like that, is to get that, to reestablish that network, to sit with a group of 5 people and have an interactive dialogue, not kind of a baton pass. I talk, you talk, they talk. Because sometimes you might interject a story in a real event, let's say, in-person event. You tell stories, you talk about your kids, you reconnect over common things. We had to share the joy of winning these awards. Not all that conveys itself in a WebEx or a Zoom meeting. So getting back together, being recognized like that, it was a really, really powerful event for us.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing too, is you don't look at it as like your own team actually hadn't seen each other in 18 months. Like we're thinking, oh, we haven't seen people from other companies. But yeah, it's
Right.
true. You're getting back together in person with your own team, which is a huge deal, and getting the personal touch. It's all super important and makes a great team.
Yeah.
So now my next question for you is, we're kind of looking to the future of automotive technology and where we're headed. So where do you see automotive tech going in the next few years, whether it's at Ford or the general industry?
At a high level, I mean, we're going to continue to stay focused on what the customers are looking for. So in the case of the F-150, we still want vehicles that deliver the performance and the reliability and the ability to work like a truck does. In the case of the Mach-E Mustang, we're really looking at delivering exciting vehicles that it's fun to drive. And through continuation in the UX experiences, through continuation of focusing on what the customer experiences inside the vehicle, and then kind of taking those things, coupling it with the powertrain, making an exciting, dynamic powertrain that really lends the personality to the vehicle. We're going to continue to work on those. Electrification is a key way to do that. We really are delivering, superior driving dynamics, zero CO2 emissions, new experiences and acceleration and quietness and smoothness that traditional powertrains weren't able to accommodate. So we're going to see a continued expansion of that. Those are the key, continuing to focus on the customer, enhancing their experience, enhancing the quality, the performance of the vehicle. Those are all trends that'll continue. Within Ford, we've got some really exciting products coming. We've got all-electric F-150 again to continue that truck tradition. We've got a transit BEV vehicle that's coming to continue that commercial aspect of the vehicles, give those customers the exciting zero emission type of vehicle. And then again, we're going to continue to expand our portfolio itself as BEV vehicles. But we can't forget about the traditional vehicles, which the F-150 is a great way to showcase that. We delivered a full hybrid transmission to deliver, best-in-class fuel economy, superior torque and driving characteristics, towing performance, power to the box, or Pro Power on board, where we can power houses and campsites and wedding parties, in case the power goes out. So again, we're providing these experiences that customers want, and we're enhancing it through electrification. And I think you're going to see more and more of that in the industry, and absolutely more and more of that from Ford.
That's awesome. I mean, you're going beyond just the car. You're like, this is the customer's life. Where do we want to make sure that we're there for them every step of the way? Can you tell us a little bit more about your role at Ford and more about what you work on?
So I'm the chief engineer for battery systems at Ford Motor Company globally, which means that I'm responsible for all the high voltage batteries that Ford is currently in production with, and then also all the future batteries that are coming. My role is to make sure that they meet the targets. Of course, we want to get our power targets and our range targets. Of course, there's some cost targets we got to get in there too. But my job is to take those and really push the technology, push it to higher density of battery power and energy, try and expand the range as far as I could possibly make it go, try and make it as efficient and as least intrusive into the vehicle as possible. At the same time, we got to make sure it's durable and reliable, and that it's, and for the most part, people should never have to worry about the battery for the entire life of the vehicle.
Yeah, I know the battery is definitely, there's so much room for improvement there across the board. And there's electrification, you hit on it too, is going to be a huge thing across the industry. So it's really exciting to see what you do and how you make sure that you're putting everything into the car and doing the best that you can, and your team too, just to make Ford, first in class, really. But thank you so much, Brett, for your time today. I appreciate it. And congratulations again on the 3 awards for both the F-150 and the Mach-E. But yeah, we're looking forward to having you back in the conference next year, and we'll see what Ford takes home for the Awards 10 Best Series next year.
Yeah. Well, now that we've had a chance to get an award like this, we're not going to let it go. We're going to try and do even better next year. And all I can say is save us a table up front, because we really want to be there again next year.
Yes, I will tell the team. We'll make sure you're there. Thank you, Brett.
Thank you.